Here we'll have discussion about Unit 1 of the BEEE, that is Introduction to Electrical Circuits. And here we are going to discuss the previous year question, what they have asked in the December 2025. Okay, apart from the, we have separate playlist is available in which we have discussion about the previous another year questions. So these are the very important questions, and on the basis of this concept, we'll be able to answer other questions. Still, if you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe it and share it with your friends. So first one is draw the BI characteristics of the resistors. So by using Ohm's law, you know about B equal to IR. So finally resistance is what? B upon I. So that's why your graph is plotted between the resistance, voltage and current. In the x-axis is the current, y-axis is the voltage. So it has a linear graph. The slope of this linear graph, what we are going to get, that is del V upon del I, that is going to give us the resistance value. Next, second question is the classify the types of the network sources. So we have independent sources and the dependent source. There you have different representation, okay, like this and as well as this. So you can show with the help of diagram, okay, voltage source, current source in both independent and dependent. This was a short question. Long question is state and explain KCL and KVL with suitable examples. So KCL is Kirchhoff current law. So it says that all incoming currents is equal to the outgoing currents at any particular node, or we can say that algebraic sum of the currents at any node is equal to 0. So here one example is given. So here incoming currents, this arrow shows that current is coming towards the node, and outwards arrow shows that current is going away from the node. So in the given example, if you'll observe here, I1 and I2 are the incoming current, I3, I4, I5 are the outgoing currents. That's why we have I1 plus I2 equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5. If you want to write with the help of sign, then we'll have I1 plus I2, incoming current positive, outgoing current will take negative, minus I3 minus I4 minus I5 equal to 0. So this is having application in the nodal analysis. Now we have Kirchhoff voltage law, that is called as KVL. So again, sum of the total voltage in a particular loop, if you are moving in the same direction, is going to be equal to the 0. So algebraic sums is going to be 0. So here, if voltage source is given for that negative, positive, that we know. And in case of resistance, when we are moving in which direction, so we'll take from the high potential to low potential. That's why first we have plus, then minus. Again, from the high potential to low potential. So when we are moving, what sign is going to occur first time, that we are going to write. Like for the B1, it is minus B1, for B2, minus B2. Okay. For the resistance, it is coming plus, and current is high. So voltage drop is IR1. Again, for this voltage drop is the IR2. Sign, what sign? When you are going to enter, that sign we need to write. So by the help of this also we can obtain the current. So this is the Kirchhoff voltage law. So next we have one numerical on the basis of this. We are going to see, this is question of 5 marks as per the given questions. So it has two parts. Part A was the KCL KVL. Part B is of that means that is the again 5 marks questions. So they're asking it 10 ohm resistor is in series with parallel combination of two resistors of 15 ohm and 5 ohm. If the current in the 5 ohm resistor is 6 ampere, what is the total power dissipated in 3 resistors? So here, first of all, we need to find the current across all 3 resistors so that we'll able to find the power. So power is what? I square into R, or in general it is B into I, or we can write B square upon R. So by the information of the current or voltage, we'll able to find the dissipated power here. So as per the given situation, the diagram will look like this. Here we have 10 ohm resistance, parallel combination of 15 ohm and 5 ohm. and current across 5 ohm is how much? 6 amperes. So what will be the voltage drop across this 5 ohm? That is the I into R. So that is being calculated here. So I into R, that is the 6 into 5 volt, that is 30 volt. Okay. So this is taken as the V5, means voltage drop across the 5 ohm resistance. And dissipated power, B square upon R, 30 square by 5. So finally 30 into 30, we can cancel 5, 6 times 30. We got 180 watt. Similarly, here we have a voltage drop across the 5 ohm and 15 ohm should be same, since we know that in parallel voltage will be equal. So on the basis of that, here voltage drop across 15 ohm also should be 30 volt. So now resistance is given and we came to know what is the voltage drop. So we can find the current through the 15 ohm resistance. So that is V upon R, that is 30 upon 15, that is 2 amperes. So power dissipated, B square by R. So similar situation, 13 to 30 upon 50, that is the 60 watt. Now we got the current across the 15 ohm as well as 5 ohm already is given. So finally, by using the KCL at this node, we come to know here, okay, 6 amperes, and here we come to know it is the 2 amperes. So incoming current equal to outgoing current. So across this 10 ohm, current value will be 8 amperes. So finally we got the current. So power dissipated, I square into R. So 8 square into 10, that is the 640 watt. So like this, we are able to find the dissipated power. Next long question is here. Find the equivalent resistance of the given circuit. So here we have to observe where we have a parallel combination, where we have series combination. If two resistance will said to be in the series, if same current is going to flow through that, not same amount, same current, okay? And it's said to be parallel when two different current values going to flow. So if you'll observe here in the given circuit, this for first glance, 6 ohm, 3 ohms are in parallel. So that parallel equivalent we are finding. So you know that when two resistors are in parallel, R1 parallel to R2. So this R equivalent is what? R1 multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2. And if two resistors are in series, okay, then that equivalent is given as R1 plus R2 in case of series. This is R equivalent in case of parallel. So here 6 ohm, 3 ohms are in parallel. So that is 6 into 3 upon 6 plus 3. So we have got here 2 ohm. Next we'll see that this parallel combination is going to be in series with this 2 ohm. So here we'll have series combination 2 plus 2, that is the 4 ohm. So, and another, if you'll observe here, 1 ohm and 5 ohm, this both are also in the series, same current is going to flow here. So that series combination is going to become 1 plus 5, that is what, 6 ohm. So finally, this circuit can be reduced here. This is the equivalent resistance 4 ohm, and this is equivalent resistance 6 ohm. This is given already 4 ohm and 8 ohm here. So now again, if you observe, 4 ohm and 6 ohm both are in the parallel combination. That's why 4 into 6 upon 4 plus 6 is the parallel equivalent value. So that is 2.4 ohm. So now at last, if you see the reduced condition, so 4 ohm and this 2.4 ohm and 8 ohm, all three become in series. So that's why it is going to be 14.4 ohm. So here we got the R equivalent 14.4. These are the 5 marks question as per the question. Okay. Next, we have explained the step-by-step procedure for the nodal analysis. So generally, maximum chance they will ask you numerical also. If question is easy, like this question. So first step, what we have to do, we need to identify how many principal nodes are here. Okay, like and what is the node? It is the point where 2 or 3 paths, not 2, where we have seen that more than 2. Okay, where 2 or more paths is going to meet, that we are going to get as the node. After that, we are going to set one node as the reference node like here ground. So C is taken as your reference node. We can take one example circuit also, better understanding. Now, next we have to assign the voltage to that node. So like node name is A and B, so we can write BA, BB, okay? So that is the important here. And which node you are going to handle, we can, if direction of the currents are not given, so that node will consider that it has higher potential. Like here we are for the node VA, I1 is going out, I2 is going out, okay? And node B, I3 is going out. But here supply is here, so it is given in the circuit also that I4 is coming towards the node B. So after assigning the voltage, next what we have to do? For every unknown node, consider the branch current as the leaving the node that we have told earlier. And total sum of the current at particular node is going to be 0. So we can apply the KCL here. And after writing this current value, then we have to write that current in terms of voltage and resistance by using the Ohm's law. And what is the difference between that path to potential and divide by resistance is going to be the current value. So like here, if you see that for this, what is the value of I2? So here we have BA minus BC upon R2. And BC is what? Ground. So this value is going to become 0. So finally it is equal to BA upon R2. That is going to give us the current I2 value here. So now by expressing this current in terms of voltage and resistance, next we'll see the situation if you have any super node. So that super node should be handled properly. And if any independent or dependent voltage source is going to exist between these two nodes, then we have to combine as the single super node. Next, we have whatever equation we got, we have to solve all equations based upon that conditions. Okay. And once we solve the equation, we'll get the other parameters. Like for the given examples, equations are written here. VA minus B1 upon R1 plus BC minus BA by R2. So this BC is going to be the 0. Okay, that is the ground. So here as per the direction, we can write how it is given. Now again at node B, we have BB minus BC upon R3 equal to B2 minus BB by R4. One is the incoming current, one is the outgoing current. So like this we can observe. So as per this one, you can take one example. So these are the important question here from the unit 1. Apart from this, previous year questions are already discussed. It is available in the playlist. You can watch. So since sure you are going to get more than 90% if you follow all those important questions. Thank you. Thank you very much.